Hey BoLS fans, AdamHarry back again with another BoLS unboxing. Today I have the Undercity, an Iron Kingdoms adventure board game from Privateer Press. This of course is set in the Iron Kingdoms, as you can see. It is a full Iron Fantasy board game for a bunch of players. So it's designed for 2 to 4 players, as you can see up there. This is the back of the box. I still have it in the plastic wrap. We just got this home from Gen Con. I'm super pumped about this. They were doing demos all weekend long. It was a very popular game there. It's a new one from, again, Privateer Press. But you basically take the role of a hero and you're going through the Undercity, as the title suggests, and the Undercity of the actual city of Corvus. And there's city watch is in trouble. You're kind of helping out some of the militia there to clean up some of the weird things that are going on, again, in the Undercity. So it's a pretty fun game from the demos we got to play, but we're not going to do a full game review. We're just going to take a look at the contents of the box. So a ton of stuff. It's got a campaign guide with a bunch of linked adventures. There's 44 plastic figures in here, 4 hero figures, a bunch of tokens and cards and dice and tiles and all that fun stuff. Villain reference sheet, rulebook, everything you need to play is actually in the box. So dice, tokens, miniatures, stuff. So that said, let me go ahead and rip the plastic off and we'll jump right on in. Okay, plastic is off. I haven't opened this box yet, so here we go. Bump the camera because it's in the way and slide it off. The box itself is actually some pretty high quality board stock or whatever you want to call it. So pretty good stuff there. All right, what do we got in the box? We've got the Privateer Press catalog thing. Love that. We got the campaign guide, which we've actually flipped through a little bit with our Wargames Con demo. We had a little preview of the box. We've got another little advert there for High Command. A villain reference sheet. We'll get into that in a second. We've got the Undercity rulebook. So campaign guide, rulebook, 2 separate things. We'll jump in those more. Some play tiles and tokens. We'll open that up as well. Put that back there. We've got the, looks like the game board. This one, pretty nice backing there. It's a high quality cardboard stock stuff. Kind of flips out like a ninja. So the board tile, there's a bunch of those. Okay, we'll set that to the side. We have the miniatures, a big bag, a bunch of big dice. Big bag of miniatures from the multicolor there, so not pre-paints, but we'll get to those. Deck of cards for different stuff, probably effects and character cards and everything. And then extra little feat cards and stuff and some other things. So we'll check the box again just to make sure there's nothing hidden. So, nope, nothing hidden in the box. Okay, let me go ahead and cut one more time and we will get all this cleaned up and we'll keep on filming. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff in this box. Yeah, a ton of stuff. That's a ton of these figures. There's a bunch off camera still. There's just so many of them over there too. Let me try to put some back over here. But you can see there's a ton of things going from all the different ability cards for all the different heroes, their feats, the villain reference cards and stuff like that. I don't even know where to start. I'll start with this stuff here. So villain reference sheet, the way this game plays, again, it's from 2 to 4 players. It's a co-op board game as well. So you can actually play through with a kind of an AI deck, if you will, artificial intelligence kind of villain actions. It's all automatic for you. So the villains have different things. There's a villain action deck that you draw through the game turn. It's up here, as you can see. Villain actions, they kind of predetermined actions they'll do. So for instance, this one is aggressive advance. Activate 4 villains farthest from you. Reshuffle the villain action deck after discarding this card. So it makes a lot of sense, and it tells you who they target. That one said lowest health. So yeah, that stuff. There's side quest cards as well. These are for again, side quests you can do in the game to get extra rewards. So things like that. There's cheater cards here for the different factions, the different villains and stuff like that. There are some epic heroes or epic villains to fight. This is the Silafax guy and a couple of those guys, some ringleaders. But they have their stats and their attacks and everything like that. Their actions at the bottom. So it's really laid out for you to play the game really quickly and easily once you do a quick read through of the rules. These are the big hero cards. If you're familiar, there's the back of the card. It's just the printing there. So all the hero stats, their name, obviously, their class abilities and stuff like that. This guy's pretty cool. If you take 4 damage in the same turn, draw a feat card until you have 3. So, and you have different feat cards you can play as well. So pretty good stuff. He's kind of the tanky guy. This is Candace Gormley. She's a gun mage, as you can see there. Milo here is Boggs, the cutthroat alchemist. He's got a bunch of debuff effects, and then Pog and Doorstop. There's your Jack, Steam Jack, and Goblin Bodger, as you can see there. So a bunch of cool stuff. The different heroes play very differently from what I saw at the demos and stuff like that. So yeah, color coded for the different heroes, as you can see there. There's the Trollkin and his ability and feat cards and stuff like that. So they're all color coded. His is red, obviously. Our gun mage is blue. Our Steam Jack is yellow, and then the Alchemist, of course, is green. But I know what you guys are really waiting on. Let's take a look at some of these figures, right? Okay, I want to start with these 3 particular figures. You can see here, these are some of the bigger ones that are included. These are all villain figures. So obviously you have the big Silefax guy. The detail on these models is pretty good. These big guys, especially. You can see the guts and the ribs and stuff, or the spinal column there coming out of this guy's back. Lots of really good detail. It's just as good, maybe a little flatter than the resins, but I mean, they're resins, right? So, but pretty good. On top of that, I want to show this too. These are plastic, that hard plastic stuff. The base is a little bendy. They're not going to break, is my point. You can drop these on the table. If you have small children and you want to introduce them to some board games, you can do that. I mean, you can see it's a little fiddly, but it snaps right back into position. It's basically going to take a lot of work to really break one of these models. And I'm getting a little bit of glare because they're a little shinier, but yeah. But you can see, again, they're not going to break, so they're really handy, are really sturdy. Yeah, here we have an Ogren, as you can see here. I believe that's how you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But he's one of the epic bad guys. He's pretty tough. Let me see if I can find his card here. It's in the deck. Here it is. Epic Ogren Brute. He's pretty tough. Let me try to reframe. So you can see here. There's his card. There's what he does. Here's what he looks like. The detail on him is pretty solid. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but you can see the chainmail skirt. He's got a bunch of detail in there as well. And again, he's made that same kind of plastic colored blue this time. But you can see his pouch, so you can see the buckles make out that. So pretty good job. And this is one of the bigger figures. This is the Trollkin hero here, as you can see. And again, the lighting is not doing this guy justice because it's very yellow in here with the paint on him, or sorry, the pigment they chose. But it looks a little washed out because of the lighting. But let me try making it a little darker in here. Maybe. No. As you can see here is one of the heroes. This is the Trollkin guy. I apologize about the lighting real quick, but as you can see, it's got a lot of detail on him still. He looks like one of the other Trollkin, but made from this other material. And again, he's just as sturdy as the other ones. So again, great if you have small kids and you're worried about them breaking your minis. As far as painting these guys go, I'm assuming they're going to take the paint just fine, just to prime them, and then maybe not smash them against the table like I just did. But you don't have to play with the painted stuff. It's a board game with figures. So, but then again, if you wanted to, you could totally paint these guys up, take them to the tabletop, and have them stand-ins for other models, because a lot of these are resculpts. So they look good though. So I like these guys. Here's a couple of the rogue type guys, a couple of the crossbow henchmen over here. We have a Ruluk gun mage guy here, something mercenary guy. So he's probably another baddie for you to fight against. But the campaign spans through the Undercity, a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, I really like these minis. I think we've talked about that before, especially in the Wargames Con demo. There's a lot of really cool stuff. One of the epic Warcaster baddies looks really good as well. Again, same plastic material, so I like all that stuff. It's got a ton of really fun stuff in the game. Let's go through the rule books real quick. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. Again, rule book, full color all the way through. As you can see here, It's got the campaign, how to play, obviously talks about all the components and everything like that. They actually do mention right off the bat, they have a tutorial video online. If you want to watch that, I'll put a link in the description below to check out the tutorial video, but it's right there, privateerpress/videos/Undercity. So check that out. I think it's about 12 or 13 minutes to actually learn how to play. So again, if you're interested at all in the game, you can do that online at your own time and check it out. But again, the rule book, 23 pages. It's full color. It does have the key terms and stuff like that, which is always important. And it's a good introductory to the world of Iron Kingdoms. The campaign guide. This is again a full color booklet. I think this one's a little bit bigger. No, it's 23 pages, so exact same size. It felt a little thicker, but it goes through the whole campaign, full color as well as art. There's a nice little prologue. There's in between each chapter, you can read up to kind of catch up with the story, what's going on. So, but it's pretty cool. I don't want to show it off too much because I want you to play this game and buy it and support it because it's good. So let's take a look real quick. I'm going to do one last cut here so we can take a look at the board because it's really kind of big. It's these kind of one-by-one things. So we'll open it up and take a look at the board. All right, as you can see, this is the play board. It's got these little squares kind of spaced out equally through the whole board, kind of how you play around, again, move through stuff. And they've got different tiles. So the board itself may look a little flat with just how it is right now, but the reason is you have these tiles that you're going to punch out and place on them to build the different kind of adventure maps that you're going to play on with your adventuring party, and it's got different tokens and stuff like that. And again, we haven't really talked about the tokens, but they are front and back. They're pretty neat. There's a ton of these guys. I like to say them for my buddy who likes to punch out tokens. That's for you, Mark. And so we have a ton of tokens and different effects and stuff like that. And again, they just punch out. They would go like right on a square to signify whatever that means, like rubble or something. But you get a bunch of these different token tiles to mess with and things like that. So I'm not even sure what all of them do, but there you have it. You have a bunch of heart tokens and coin tokens, XP basically, that you can use to buy your abilities. And each character comes with an ability deck and a feat deck that you can use to, again, use abilities and feats. Makes sense. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, I'm pretty excited about getting into the game with Gentle Ben is actually pushing to play the campaign, so we'll probably do some playthroughs of that on camera. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the unboxing. There's a couple more decks to go through, but other than that, I mean, let me grab them real fast. Let's walk around. We have here the event cards, again, fully art cards, and you can kind of see what they do, different things that trigger when you draw an event card. There's a couple more underneath here. Side quests here, I did all these. So I've got some side quests and different wards. So, but yeah, it's a really fun mechanic. Again, I got to play a little bit of a demo, and pretty enjoyable, pretty easy to pick up. If you're looking to maybe you want to GM a game of the Undercity RPG, or sorry, the Iron Kingdoms RPG. This is basically a DM kit in a box for you, literally. You've already got cards. It's pretty much, I think it's fully compatible with the Iron Kingdoms adventure role-playing game. The stats are pretty much the same. A lot of the classes are similar. Obviously the mechanics are different, but if you're GMing, you're gonna know that, and you're gonna tailor this to your campaign and your player group. So, but you have a ton of plastic minis that are cheap that, you know, you don't have to be a world-class painter to paint up and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you are looking to DM a game or GM a game of Iron Kingdoms, you should probably look at picking this box up too. It'll give you some fun campaign ideas. And again, the actual campaign itself lends it to a good introductory to that world, to that setting, and then right into a full-fledged campaign in the Iron Kingdoms. So that's enough of me rambling on about this great game. I hope you enjoyed the review. AdamHarry from BoLS signing off. Go pick this game up. Have a good one.